Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Set, 70 Indy, Mike 54. Delta, watch the run, watch the run. Max box, right. Hey, 1 7, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
They can't hang with us. Check 24, check. Let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peyton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Murray now sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Drake. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check nickel.
Play action now. Bridgewater.
No.
He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming after you. 22, check, bomber. You. 22, check, bomber. 6 guys. Check.
Now Drake. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I'm on. Twist. Check three. Check 43.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Under 10. Kill. Check 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Drake. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater.
Check 25.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Slam. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Woo! Hey, that's all day, baby. You're shot.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorites.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Bridgewater now going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Whip.
Right back to Drake. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check. Watch 54. Stay with your man.
Hundley, a sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Check three. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They stay on the ground with Drake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Got double tight. 3 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Shift. Showing it. Showing it.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run again with Peyton. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go.
A gain of 32 that time.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, it's Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check.
Off the bootleg. Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on first down. Dillon up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Hey, alert 40.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Past the 20. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Check. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Murray letting one go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Get wide. Switch. Hurry.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Bridgewater to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. This is Grant. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Check. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shift.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.